they're walking through the halls in the dorm. In terms of our own public safety, they're on the front line of defense. That's what they're doing here. If something should happen, who's going to organize the evacuation? The security guards. We're putting an enormous amount of our safety and well-being in their hands, and they should be adequately compensated.
In regarding to the wages, I make $351 take-home pay work. In regarding to the wages, I make $351 take-home pay, and I have a family of 4. Now, my daughter has bipolar, and I cannot even afford the medical bills for my daughter. Basically, it's unprotected as far as the guards are concerned. Me being harassed, I'm personally being harassed by the supervisors in view of the fact that I was involved, one of the guards, in taking up a petition to Father Machane's office. And ever since then, that has been done. I've been constantly harassed, constantly. There's no job protection as far as like Allied is concerned. My job is in jeopardy. I feel like any day I can be let go.
I may have missed this, but do you work a second job?
Yes, I do, sir.
What do you do on
I do sales.
Okay. How many hours is that roughly?
Well, roughly 6 hours on my days off, because again, like I said, I have to be at Fordham constantly.
In my own case, if you will indulge a personal reference, I require a little more than 3 weeks' pay just to cover the monthly rent. And let me assure you, I do not live in a luxury apartment. And the area in which I live has not recently, or as far as I know, in the distant past, ever won any prizes with regard to the aesthetics of its surroundings. Very frustrating and even humiliating to work 40 hours and not make sufficient to even meet one's living expenses. It is evident, it is clear that some change has to be made. This cannot continue to go on. But before change can be made, there must be a recognition that there's a condition or a problem that exists that needs remedy. And if recent statements attributed to the very top security management of this institution are anything to go by, it would appear that certain key people have not yet come to this realization. Statements to the effect that guards at Fordham enjoy top dollar and are happy, and I suspect therefore contented with their lot, indicate at best an ignorance of, and at worst an insensitivity to the conditions, the daily conditions that guards are faced with. Use top security management, to which I've just alluded. And the other is because of the sheer ineptitude, neglect, indifference of this body, this union, and I use union in the most loose sense, that allegedly, in the 2 years that I have been here, I have only seen a union representative after 32BJ started to agitate. And one of them whispered to me recently that they are negotiating hard, I think is the expression he used, with Summit for a 25 cents per hour increase. And then he looked rather disappointed because of my lack of enthusiasm. He inquired why. So I had to point out to him that although I'm not very good with arithmetic, it doesn't appear to me that that level of increase would contribute very much to my 247-month rental increase. No longer afford to be vulnerable to these whimsical actions by the Fordham Security Management. What is the value of winning higher wages and better conditions of service if you are working under a situation, under a condition where you have a job today and none tomorrow? That is totally unacceptable and must be addressed. There is no question about it. This is an issue that must be addressed and must be confronted squarely.
I mean, I gotta look out for me and my family. I got a wife and 3 kids. How is $11.10 an hour supposed to help me feed my family and pay my bills, especially with a 20-cent raise every year? That's just ridiculous, personally. And when I got fired for a short time over here at Fordham University, I didn't give a damn about me and my family. They just see me as replaceable or expendable. I had to physically come in and speak my piece to one of the supervisors to let him know and explain to him why was I let go and why was I being told go back to Summit for relocation when I didn't do nothing wrong. I was like Mr. Kamara was saying about short on hours and all that. You know, there's been a few times when my check has been messed up. I'm short on a few hours and all I get is we'll see what we can do to fix it. Or they might as well just tell me don't hold your breath but just hurry up and wait. Basically. I only break even because of my other job, and I'm still struggling. Personally, me, tell the truth, with this security stuff going on and the wages and other unfair treatment going on at the university, I might as well just go back to active duty. You know? I just got back, tell the truth, I just got back from doing a year in Kuwait and Iraq.